Hello and welcome to the Trendy Coffee Podcast with me, James Hammond. I'll be bringing you trendy coffees from all around the world in any city, any country, anywhere. Grab yourself a trendy coffee, strap in and join me on my journey as I seek out trendy coffees all around the world. Do you fancy supporting podcasts today? Then head to my TeePublic affiliate link in the description below, where you can help support the podcast by buying t-shirts, mugs, wall art or whatever you want. Simply click the link, choose what you want and buy it today. And this really helps podcasts gain a bit of traction going forward. As you can see, I'm wearing my new t-shirt and I absolutely love it. Get stuck in and thank you so much. Hello and welcome to this week's episode. We are at iFeel Brunch Restaurant in Athens. I didn't manage to get an intro to the restaurant outside, so I'm doing audio over a picture of it. So let's go in and have a trendy coffee. Let's give this trendy filter coffee a go. Cheers. Yeah, very, very light. Very, very light. Weirdly, it's more expensive than the Americano / espresso. But that tastes absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. After we had finished our brunch, I actually went to the bar and asked the barista what was the coffee that they used. And it was called Empanema Espresso. Of course, it had to be Brazilian. Tasted bloody good. Don't know much about it. Got to research it. That's the name of the coffee if you go to iFeel Brunch. Oh, that's a brilliant filter coffee, that. We're at iFeel Cafe on Karaiskaki Street in Athens. This has been researched and I can't wait to get the food. I've ordered an omelette. And this is a filtered coffee that tastes bloody good. The street seems very, very lively. Lots of cafes either side. The vibe here is super trendy, super chic, and it's an absolute must if you're in Athens. Lots of young professionals hanging about, chilling out with friends, and you can sit in and outside. Outside in the sun will be an absolute dream, and you can also order an array of options on the menu, from omelettes, poached eggs, pancakes. They cater to all different types of breakfasts. They're hanging around the 10 to 12 euro mark. And the coffees, which is filtered, Greek coffee, Americanos, are hanging around 3 to 4.50 euros. This is probably a bit more expensive than you'll find in lesser, busier places in Athens, but it's definitely worth a check down the street. There's loads and loads of options. Zampano, last week's episode, is just up the road, but this is definitely worth a go. I mentioned the vibe is very trendy and also chic, but I think they cater to both locals and tourists. We've seen both in this restaurant, but I also think a lot of business people might come here on a lunch because it seems to be a very busy area with lots of buildings. This is another Greek cafe that turns into a drinking establishment in the evening. It opens at 8 and the brunch goes through till 6 p.m. and you can get drinks and sit inside till midnight, upstairs and downstairs, or on the middle floor. It seems to be the classic way in Greece. Come for brunch, have a coffee, then get a cocktail and stay there all day. Cheers. That is fantastic cup of coffee. And look at this cup. The perfect cup. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. I'm going to give iFeel Brunch 7.9 out of 10 on the trendiness rating score today. A brilliant brunch, a brilliant coffee. You can sit outside or in. Loved everything about it, and it's super trendy inside. The reason I'm not giving it too high a mark as last week is because of the location. It's pretty touristy. Nonetheless, a great coffee and a great morning at iFeel. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Subscribe today on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and you can also rate and review on any of your podcast platforms that you use for your podcasts. Thank you.